tonight with FunmiRoyal today. Please help share this live. This talk, a lot of us probably know about this today, but I really want us to talk about it because this is here to stay. And is it affecting us positively or negative? Okay, thanks, Apos. I see that thumbs up. Thank you for that. So let's talk about it. Like I say, this is a space where we can talk about a lot of things people might shy away from, or we're living in it. We're not just talking about it. And in a way, it's affecting us. So whether positively or negatively, let us look into it. Working from home. Today's topic is working from home. Some found themselves doing this. We all remember COVID-19 that came and dealt with the whole world, not just a country, not just a nation, not just a continent, the whole world as we know it. So nobody escaped that ordeal, even if there were not many casualties. Every continent suffered COVID-19. So we know that. And people before COVID were working from home, but it wasn't a common thing at that. Because everybody would drive to the office, get on the train, go to the office, go on a bus or something, drive into the office and work. But after COVID, because during COVID, work has to still carry on in a way, and this working from home became the norm. Most companies had to quickly adapt because they were losing thousands, billions of money. And, the work had to carry on. So it came, it stayed. I don't want to say it came conquered and whatever. It's still here. And you find out that a lot of companies are still, actively into this. Working from home. So this is our talk for today. Once again, I say welcome. Thanks for liking the live. You may say, oh, this is not my thing. I still go to work. Or even during the COVID, some people, the medical professionals, firefighters, the hospitals, they still had to go to work, as in they can't work from home, really. So we had people who still had to go to work. And for today, people still go into work, as in physically face to face. Some do hybrid, remote, all sorts now. And working from home is here to stay. But is it totally beneficial? Or there's some advantages to it, there's some disadvantages to it. I want us to talk about it because, like I said, this is our reality now. So there's no point shying away from it. So guys, please click down on your screen. As I'll say, you see all this name pop up. Just click send to all of them. Let them be part of this talk today as I go into my talk, because I'm going to, try and I'll try my best. I might just be sipping loads of water because my throat is a bit dry and all of that. But I'm here, like I say, we got to move. Pressy, I see you. Adil, thanks for joining. Help share the live to your friends. Let them be part of our talk today. And as usual, at the end of my talk, I'm going to open the floor and then we can talk about this topic some more. People will share their experiences, how it's affected them or how it's been beneficial to them, or whatever your take is on this topic, working from home. I really want to hear from us today, especially those who are actually working from home. Let's hear your views about this. What's your take on it? Do you think, yeah, it's good? Or do you think, oh, no, I don't want it? And I even gathered some companies, they've closed down their building. Everybody's working from home. So you can imagine a lot, to talk about on this particular topic. At the end of the talk, when we come up at some point, I'm going to bring my puzzle today. Don't worry, you don't have to rack your head about it. I'm not bringing that kind of a puzzle. Today is the tongue twister. So anybody can attempt it, but you have to say it as fast as possible without blabbing. And then you get the gift for today. So as many people who would attempt this without blabbing, they get the gift. So stay tuned for the puzzle for today. It's a tongue twister, like I said. So I'm going to go straight into the talk, and hopefully you guys are, following, and whatever it is you feel I've not mentioned, or I've not talked about concerning the topic, you can be the one to bring that up when the time is right. So by way of introduction, we all know the concept of working from home, WFH, in brackets, quote and unquote, has gained a widespread acceptance, particularly in recent years. When was COVID? When did it stop actually? 2022? Is it 22 or 21? Maybe 21. Yeah, we know anyways. And what was once seen as a luxury or perks offered by few companies has now become a norm for many industries across the world. And as I'm saying, it has nothing to do with one nation or two nations, not even one continent, it's the whole world. There's no place in the world you talk about working from home that they'll be looking at you. What are you talking about? Favor Eze? I see you. Thanks for joining. Please help share the live to your friends. So the shift to remote work has been driven by advancement in technology, globalization, and most significantly the global COVID-19 pandemic, which I mentioned earlier, which has made it even a necessity for many organizations. So in this talk today, we're going to explore the benefits, the challenges, and the best practices associated with working from home. So that means there's a bit of concern about the topic working from home. So this is what we need to talk about and check ourselves, especially those who are working from home, and see, what exactly is Funmi talking about here, or what exactly would people be talking about when you're, addressing this topic. So I'm going to break it down some more. Like I say, I cannot cover all aspects of it. So that's why I'm going to wait on you. When I finish, you bring on the bits that I may not have covered. So what is working from home? Working from home refers to the practice where employees complete their job task from a location outside their office, usually from their residence. So thanks to the internet and communication technologies like Zoom, Slack, Microsoft Teams, and project management softwares, professionals can collaborate and work remotely as effectively as in a traditional office setting. We all know that even turnouts, some companies are saying, since they've brought in people working from home and all that, they've seen a good turnover in their profits at the end of the year. So I don't know. I've read up here and there. You see, some say, oh, it hasn't been all that beneficial. So there's so many things surrounding this particular topic. But let us talk about it, especially those of us working from home, or those people working from home. So while working from home offers flexibility and the comfort of working in one's own space, it also requires a high degree of self-discipline, organization, and communication skills. Because you see, even though you guys can see me, I can't see everybody. Even if there's 100 boxes to put us in, and I bring 100 people in, it will not be like me sitting face to face with you. Well, at least that's what we knew. That's what we grew up with. That's what our life was like until, advancement in technology. And then you can talk to anyone, anywhere in the world from your living room. Amazing. Yeah, I know. So let's look at the benefits of working from home, because, like I said, there's always advantages, disadvantages, or, so let's look at the benefits of working from home. Just a few bits I've gathered. And please feel free to disagree with me. And you can put your thought into the chat there. I hope I'll get it and I can read it out. Beauty and the Bee, thanks for joining. So the benefit, one of the benefits is flexibility and work-life balance. One of the greatest advantages of working from home is flexibility. So employees can often set their own schedules, which is particularly beneficial for those with family responsibilities or who have a long commute. Because sometimes, I don't know, when I think back, I've worked in a place that I've had to drive 1 hour 30 minutes to start 7 in the morning. 1 hour 30 minutes to go, you do 8-hour shift to drive, another 1 hour 30 minutes to go back home. And we're doing this Monday to Friday. In fact, thinking back now, I'm like, how did I survive those days? That's why I said it's part of us, is what we knew then. I mean, now imagine somebody telling me to come and do that. Now, please hold your job. I'll find something else, you know. So this flexibility allows for better work-life balance, as I've gathered, which can increase job satisfaction and overall well-being. Another benefit is increased productivity. Just like I said, some people reported this, that the overall organization productivity really went high, which is more profit for them. So increased productivity. So contrary to what many people believed before remote work became mainstream, many studies have shown that people working from home can actually be more productive. So the absence of commuting and office distractions allows employees to focus on their tasks and work at their own pace, often leading to higher output. Because sometimes, even I think my husband was sharing some time back that maybe some companies say once or twice in a week you have to come down, and he worked far away. He had to drive almost 2 hours to go to their main office. And they say, guess what? Anytime we go to that office, now it's just weird. Everybody will talk, one meeting or the other. You barely even sat at your desk to do anything before you know it's time to go home. And then you have to travel another 2 hours back. Whilst you're driving, you just see messages, emails popping up. And you were wondering, these people know I'm driving home. How did they expect me to respond to all of this? So you can imagine. So it saves a lot. So that time on the road, 4 hours every day, you would have used it to do something more productive. So that is some people's testimony, I guess, that it also increased their productivity. Another benefit I gathered is cost savings. So both employers and employees can save money through remote work. Less on fuel, less on packed lunch or lunch meals, even clothing. I've seen all sort of documentaries or videos out there. Some people will be well dressed with their tie and suit, and they're ready to go with that meeting, and they'll show, because they have to put a camera on, and then you see them, you'll be like, man, they're ready to go. And then they'll think they've pressed the camera off just to quickly get up and get something. By the time they stand up, you see their pajama bottoms. That's what they're still wearing. I've seen so much that is so funny. You can imagine all sort of comedy coming out from people pretending to be well dressed, like even though we're not in the office, we're going to dress the part and all of that, and then they're wearing their, and they're not just anyhow PJ bottoms. They're the ones with the heart shape or oranges. Very funny, weird thing. And I'm like, oh my god, the camera is still on, they don't know. So all sorts, kind of coming. But employees save on commuting costs, meals, and even clothing, while employers can save on office space, the utilities, and other overheads, which is, cost savings. They say the less they spend and the more productivity for the company or the organization. And again, another beneficial aspect or advantage to working from home is environmental impact. So with fewer people commuting, there is a reduction in carbon emission. So I gathered many companies have embraced working from home, not only for the costs and productivity benefits, but also as part of their corporate social responsibility strategies to reduce environmental footprint. Low emission of all sorts. People will drive less because there'll be fewer cars on the road, and this kind of impact the environment as well in a positive way. So another advantage quickly I'm going to mention is access to a global workforce. So working from home opens up opportunities for companies to hire talent from anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, anywhere at all. Whether you've been to that country before or you can speak their language, it doesn't matter, because everything is done online via Teams and all of that I mentioned before. So this increases the diversity of the workforce and enables businesses to find specialized skills that may not be available, locally to them. So I know every country, they've got professionals you can employ. But when you have the world at hand to employ from, as I say, the world is your oyster. whether it's your lobster or your whatever crab it is well. So it just means that you have more wealth of experience coming into that workforce for that organization. So if you can't get people locally, you can get people from afar because they'll be working from home anyway, so they don't have to travel down to your country or to your state or wherever it is you are. Miss D, I see you. Thanks for joining. So those are the advantages. Let us go to the challenges of working from home. Like I said, there's so many sides to it. It's here to stay. So let's get on talking about it. How it's different from what we're used to, and how beneficial it is or how not beneficial it is. So what are the challenges of working from home? The first thing I gathered as well is isolation and loneliness. We're hitting something deep now. One of the most significant drawbacks of remote work is the potential for isolation. Human beings are social creatures. We have to mingle. Nobody's an island. We're not born to be by ourselves. And the lack of in-person interaction with colleagues can lead to feelings of loneliness and disconnectedness, which can impact mental health. And you and I know that when your mental health is impacted, it will also impacts your level of productivity if care is not taken. So that is one of the disadvantage, isolation and loneliness, because some people, they probably live alone. They live alone. So when they travel to work or when they had to go to work, they'll see colleagues, people, so they feel alive, they're happy, they're up and going and all of that. But now they have to work from home. They turn here, it's just them by themselves. They turn here, it's just the TV. They turn here, it's the computer. So they could suffer from sort of loneliness or feeling isolated. So that's one of the major disadvantage of working from home. Another disadvantage is blurring of work-life boundaries. What do I mean by that? So while flexibility is a key benefit of working from home, it can also be a double-edged sword, bittersweet. So when home becomes office, I say again, when home becomes office, it can be difficult to switch off from work, leading to what? Burnout. Mazi, you're welcome. Help share the live, please. It can be, and it can lead to burnout when you work from home. Your official time to close is 6 p.m. Because you're working from home, you find out that you just go get a toast, get something, and this is 7, 8 p.m. You're still working because you're working from home. Worthy, I see you. Thanks for joining. So there's that boundary that, if care is not taken, will be crossed. So something for us to think about. Employees may find themselves working longer hours and struggling to maintain clear boundaries between personal and professional life. And that's just the bottom line, especially some workaholic people that we know. Again, another disadvantage that I gathered is communication and collaboration. So while tools like Zoom and Slack or Teams have made remote communication easier, virtual collaboration is not always as smooth as face-to-face interactions. So miscommunication can occur, and the lack of physical presence can make it harder to build relationships with colleagues, especially for new employees. You're a newly employed person in that company has been there for years and years. Because you're working from home, you never had to go to the office to see anyone or meet anyone other than the people who interviewed you and all of that. And then you have to work in a team. And then all you do is just see them online, and that's it. Sometimes you might even feel like you're not working, you just feel like you're doing your own thing. So, and then in that as well, communication and collaboration can be affected, especially when you have laggings at meetings. Somebody is saying the 10th item on the agenda in the meeting, and somebody else, where they are, they're just hearing number 2. All those kind of disruptions, really. Yeah, let's go there. Those are things that kind of disrupts the flow of things, unlike when you're face to face. whatever I say, you will hear me. When we're doing face to face, when you're working from your office, 100 people can gather. They're in the same timeline, time zone, no lagging, no lagging whatsoever. So that could be a bit of disadvantage. So miscommunication can occur, and the lack of physical presence can make it harder to build relationship with colleagues, like I said, and for new ones. So if you're a newly employed person in that company, and you're feeling somewhat after a few weeks or so, I mean, you be the one to organize office outings or whatever. Everybody can meet somewhere. Just have a drink and, meet everyone just to know them. Are they short? Are they tall? Do they, all those kind of things. You just want to know with the people you work with. So another disadvantage is distractions. Disadvantages, that's where I am at, of working from home. Distractions. So working from home can present numerous distractions, from household chores to children, pets, and entertainment. So without the structure of an office environment, some people may struggle with self-discipline and focus. I remembered, I think it was during COVID, this man was being interviewed on CNN, I think. I might be wrong, but one of those big top news media. And then he had this, cute office. And he was live on CNN. I think it was CNN, live on CNN. And then the interviewer was also on the other part of the screen, but he had a major bit of the screen. And, they started this interview, was going smoothly. And all of a sudden, from behind, the door behind, the son with diapers or something just ran and just opened the door and just ran in. Hey, daddy. And the mom was like, oh, no, and quickly dragged the boy. I'm like, everybody, the whole world have seen this poor boy. And it was like the man felt a bit embarrassed and like had to apologize. He was doing that from home. But imagine if they had brought him to the studios. Or was BBC? Okay, thank you, Apostle. Imagine I brought him to the studios, that wouldn't have happened, So there's some disadvantages to this work from home. I'm not saying one outweighs the other, but I'm just pointing, what are my findings to us so that we can talk about it some more. I mean, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety, I gathered as well. So that can be, distraction can be a disadvantage of working from home. And again, the final one I'm going to mention is technical challenges. I think I jumped it a bit. Technical challenges. You don't get me started. Even here on TikTok. Imagine if I was doing Insight Live and I had a venue, everybody had to come there. Of course, we'll be there. Everybody would chip in, talk, and all of that. It's not like when I say, okay, Apostle, come and talk. And he feels he's talking. I'm thinking he's getting ready to talk. Everything overlapping and all of that. Oh, it can be very annoying. So not everyone has access to a reliable internet connection, a quiet working space at that, or the necessary equipment to work efficiently from home. Sometimes you find out that even the company who employs you, they might have to send you computers or send you stuff, because when they were interviewed, they might ask you, do you have computers? They might have a specific kind of computer they even need you to have. And of course, I mean, you've never worked with them before. You don't have the specific one, so they will have to send it to you so that you can be part of the team. So technical issues can disrupt the workflow and of course the productivity level as well. Body for real one, I see you, thanks for joining. So another aspect of this topic I want to look at is, let's look at the best practices for working from home. I'm going to mention a few. I don't have all of it. Like I said, I want to hear from you as well. What's your take on the best practices for working from home? The first thing is establish a routine. Tokumbo, I see you. Mrs. Ruth, O2, I see you. Thanks for joining. Please help share this live to your friends, especially your friends who work from home. Let them be part of our talk today because I really want to hear from them. For whatever reason, all the work I have been involved in, I've had to go face to face. Even during COVID, I had to go face to face. So yeah, maybe you guys will be the one to teach me some more today. But of course, my entire household, every other person, they work from home. If you see my house now, it's like an office one down here, one up there, one there, everybody, office, so to say. But I've had to go all the time, and I bet they always pray for me. Hey, this woman going out all the time. But we thank God I'm still here, and I give glory to God. So best practices from working from home. The first one, like says, establish a routine. So creating a daily schedule helps maintain a structure and boundaries between work and personal life. Set regular working hours and take breaks to avoid burnout. Because you're in the comfort of your home, sometimes you work 8 hours non-stop. You don't even get up to go and have a cup of tea or have something to eat. And then these companies give you lunch time, but you walk through it. So please be careful. Be careful. You don't want to burn out. So starting and ending the day at consistent times can help create a sense of normalcy. By 6 p.m. is your finish work time or work time finish time or whatever. Okay, you want to show that you're hard working and all. Half 6, switch off the computer, get off that computer. Because you've got life. For the fact that you're at home does not mean you should work till midnight, 12 midnight. Please, let's be mindful. Again, another way we can practice a good work from home balance or ethics is create a dedicated workspace. Yes. Designate a specific area in your home for work. Most especially a room by itself where you can come out and shut the door behind you. Guys, I know it's not everybody that may have that privilege, but preferably, just for your own mental well-being. So whether it's a room or just a desk or something, let it be like that official space you would have in your office if you were to go in face-to-face. So this helps create a psychological separation between work and leisure, improving focus during working hours, and also relaxation after. Because fine, you're at home, but you have your office desk, you have your office room or whatever it is. The moment you finish, close the door behind you and go and live in the other parts of the house, please. Spend time with your family. Don't walk through and they'll be knocking the office. Daddy, mommy, I want popcorn and he's not giving me. And they say, oh, I'm coming. They know this is the time mommy should have finished. When she used to go to work, she'll be back by now. How come when she's working from home, she's still in there at this time? And they will come, before it's okay, I'm coming, they will go. Give them 2 seconds. They go, mommy, should I do that? I'll be like, oh my goodness. Even the work, you can't concentrate. The children, you're not with them. You better make up your mind and do something. Otherwise, you know what you're creating for yourself. So set clear boundaries. Set that clear boundaries. Communicate with family or housemates about your working hours to minimize interruptions. Imagine when the children are on holidays, does not mean you're on holidays. You have to work from home. And to them, this is holiday space. At home, we're on holidays. We can enter anywhere. We can do anything. That is their mindset. But you have to let them know that this time, you'll still be working. This is your break time. You're going to come down, spend time, eat with them and all of that. Because you have to let them know, set the clear boundaries so that they know between 9 and 12, nobody should touch this door and things like that. So set that boundary so that everybody's on the same page with you. Also establish boundaries for yourself. Avoid work during personal time and vice versa. Edem Jesus, thanks for joining. Another aspect that we can, inculcate when we work from home is prioritize communication. Stay connected with your team through virtual meetings, chats, and updates. Some people, you have work group platform where they set it up. Sometimes you don't get your emails on time, but they send like the WhatsApp message so that you can get that quickly before the email and things like that. Some people just abandon that work phone somewhere and they've been chasing you, they've sent emails and all of that. So you need to prioritize communication with your family as well as with your office. So stay connected with your team, chats and updates and things like that. Use video calls to maintain face-to-face interaction where possible. And this also enhances connection and understanding, because sometimes when you're typing, texting, your thumb will nearly go this way. So the best thing is just give them a video call, see eye to eye, and talk everything through, and that will save a lot of time, and save you typing, and your fingers start aching at some point. I remember there was a time, I don't even know what I was always texting. I can't remember what it was. And then I had issues when I wake up. My thumb was like this. It wouldn't bend. See the same thumb I'm bending now. It took almost, guys, I'm not exaggerating, over 2 years before I could bend that again. So I avoid texting, typing, anything on the phone. Like, no, this is ridiculous. Either you call or I call you. If you're not available to pick your call, then if you text, I may not just respond. During that time, it wasn't good at all. So another thing I'm gonna say is take breaks and move. You have to sit by your desk. Tendency is you may have sweeties and biscuits and all of these sweet things on there. You just eat, work. You quickly run to the toilet, come back, eat, work, all this junk and all of that. You will not take a proper break to go and prepare a proper meal, and for you to move your legs about, move your hands, move your body, because you just sit there. Before you know, you start adding, like me, piling those weights on you. So sitting for long periods in front of a screen can be physically and mentally draining. Taking regular breaks, stretching, and getting fresh air can help refresh your mind and improve productivity. I mean, you can even put a note on your screen or wherever so that your team members can see, gone for a 5 minute walk. You're probably encouraging somebody to do the same, because these are things sometimes, because you're too busy, you're engrossed in what you're doing. Even sometimes you want to pee and you're still dancing and still working. Excuse me. You're putting yourself through bladder infection if you're not careful. So take breaks and move your body, move your hand. This is for those working from home, because I take it that if you're in the office, you will go from one place to another, for one meeting to another. So you're always on the move. I mean, aside from being by your computer. So, but when you're at home, all the meetings is right there in front of the computer. Everything you want to do is right there, just sitting down, right there. So take breaks and move your body. If you have to dance some 5 minutes or do some yoga exercise, whatever it is good for you, especially when you're working from home. And this can help you refreshing your mind, and this can also improve your productivity. Monica, thanks for joining. So another thing we can do again when we're working from home, to our advantage anyways, is focus on deliverables, not the hours. What can you deliver within the space or the time you're working? So focus more on what you can deliver. So one of the benefits of working from home is the ability to structure your day around your tasks. Focus on completing your projects and delivering quality work rather than number of hours you clocked in. You might clock in and do 10 hours from 7 to 10 or whatever, and at the end of the day, you have not delivered anything. So it's not about working those long hours, but about 6 hours or 7 hours you have to work. Make sure you deliver. That way you will not overstress your body by just sitting excessively in front of that computer for longer hours. So focus on completing your projects and delivering quality work. So you might have to sit down and plan your day, plan yourself. That way you're more productive. Again, invest in proper tools. Equip yourself with the right tools, such as high quality internet connection. I want to believe this one I'm using is okay. You're still hearing me. I'm not stuck one place thinking, I'm still talking. So you might have to invest in that. High quality internet connection, good furniture whereby when you sit, you're comfortable. Not the one that the wood is piercing some part of your body when you sit down or something. Put a comfy chair there for you to be comfortable, because you're spending most part of your day on that chair. And again, software tools that make remote work even more efficient. Like I said, sometimes some organizations will provide this for you, but in the case they don't, they expect you to provide your own internet connection and all of that. So be it. Make sure you get the one that is efficient or effective. Employers should also provide necessary equipment to help employees work comfortably from home. but you know, some people, it might just be their business and they're subcontracting and things like that. Oh, okay. Subcontracting, and you have to provide all your equipment, your tools, everything by yourself, and it has to be top notch because you don't want to disappoint your clients as well. Bookilicious, thanks for joining. I see you. I see you, Feminako. Thanks for joining. I'm just about rounding up on this topic today, working from home, WFH. So, in conclusion, let's talk about the future of work. Like I said, before COVID, especially, people were doing it, but wasn't like a popular thing as such. You know, when you say you're working from home before COVID, they'll say, this person must be our boss, or, you know, kind of a thing. But now everybody's working from home. So let's talk a bit briefly about the future of work itself. So the concept of working from home is likely here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, even as the world returns to a sense of normalcy after the pandemic. Many companies are adopting hybrid models. If you go online looking for work, you see hybrid, remote, face-to-face, in-person, all sorts now. Hey, it's so amazing how advancement comes. You know, it's amazing when you see those roles. Some are specifically hybrid, some are specifically remote, some are specifically in person these days. So you can pick your choose, or choose your pick, as they say. Very funny. So many companies are adopting hybrid models where employees can work both remotely and in the office, providing the best of both worlds. So as long as companies and employees continue to evolve and adapt to this new way of working, working from home will remain a viable and even preferred option for many professionals. You know, practicing at the comfort of your home. How sweet is that? Getting paid at the comfort of your home, working from there. So again, I know I've said, you know, few bits here and there. Like I say, I'll not be able to cover everything. So I just hope that you've been able to gain one or two things for you. If you're an employee, I hope you'll be able to understand the balance required to maintain productivity and well-being while working from home, and also adopt the best practice to improve work-life balance and efficiency. Johnny Babes, thanks for joining. And for you, if you're the employer, I hope that, you know, you've learned one or two things to be encouraged to adopt flexible work policies that can benefit the company while supporting employees' mental health and productivity as well. So for both, whether you're an employee, you're an employer, to also recognize the potentials and the challenges of working from home, such as isolation and communication breakdowns, and proactively address them to ensure a successful and sustainable remote work experience. Because sometimes some people have had bad experiences, you know, working remotely, and they've had to change jobs even when they never thought, you know, they felt, I'm working from home, this job is good and all. But because of this lack of communication, or there's communication breakdown, most of the time is now affecting productivity to the point that the company is losing money and they just have to let you go, or you have to go because you're not feeling fulfilled, you know, at that job. That happens as well. So that will be the end of my talk for today. And my two questions I have is working from home a good health transition for workers? And again, is working from home a good transition for global business? I don't know what your take is, but I'd love to hear from you. Let this light must be me, shine to the whole world, whole world. Light, thank you. Let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love. Oh, inside. So that is my 2 cents I've just put out there. I don't know what your own take is about this topic. working from home? Do you think it's a nightmare? Do you think, oh, it's a blessing? What is your take on it? Do you think this transition to, going to the office and now working from home, do you think it's a good practice in terms of your health? And then if you probably own a business as well, do you think it's a good transition for business globally? What is your take on this? Let's talk about it. How has it affected people, positively or negatively or in between? Let's share our views on this. Send an invite. Let me bring us up and let's talk about this some more, because we have to learn from one another. Like I said, working from home is here to stay. Whether we talk about it, we don't talk about it, we all know that it's here to stay. And it's happening all over the world. So not just a particular concentrated area, it's happening all over the world. Some people are employed by a company in China and they've never been to China before. And then they're earning monthly salary, from this company. And they're somewhere in a remote country or village in Africa somewhere. So a lot of this is happening. So sometimes you might meet someone and say, oh, I work from home. Well, who do you work for? And they will mention some company that is not even in their country and be like, oh, wow, that's good and all of that. So these things, it's here to stay. Send an invite, guys. Let's talk about this some more. Is it advantageous? Is it, oh, no, we can't have it? Or are you the type that working from home is not for you? In fact, you don't even want to hear it. Please, let's share your views about this. Let us share your views. What's your take on that? Let's see. Hey, my brother, you're welcome. Thanks for opening the box for us today to talk about this interesting topic, working from home. Working from home, is it a trans? Do we think companies are benefiting from it? What is our own take? What's your personal opinion about this working from home? Is it affecting our health? Or it's helping us to live a good life with our families because they see us, especially with the children. When they go to school, you're at home. When they're back from school, you're home. They see you there. Do you think this is good? It's helping your family to bond. So I really want to have more perspective to this, and we can also enlighten one another. So I'm going to come to you. Let's kick this started because I'm mindful of the time. I really want to close by 10 today. Let's try by 10 today. Hopefully, God helping me so that I can go and rest a bit. It's been a long day, I must say. So, brother Apos, thanks so much for joining and thank you for all the tappings. Don't go on break yet. I see you, Heartbeat 77. Thanks for joining. Please send invite. Let's talk about this work from home. What's your take about it? Apos, I hope you're good. Nice to see you again. You're welcome again to Insight. Let's hear from you today. You're going to open the floor for us. What is your take on this topic? I hope you're good. I hope you're there. I hope the technology, technology is not going to disgrace us now. Apos, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, Funmi, can you repeat your question?
Oh, the topic is on the screen.
Okay. Yeah, I think you've covered all bases as regards working from home. And I think for me, right, when I worked from home at inception of COVID until April this year, I sort of formed a routine where I stuck to a specific time for getting up and getting myself ready, and also created a dedicated working space to allow me cope with the demands that comes with the job responsibility. And by that, right, I initially started in the living room where I set up my desk with my comfortable chair. And I then realized that it became a little bit distracting, especially if, for instance, I had people who were stopping over to visit. So I decided to move to the smallest bedroom upstairs and set up my workstation there. So,
Okay.
like you rightly said, right, I created that comfortable space and made it comfortable for me to allow me focus on the day's activity. And also, apart from the equipment that was given to me by the office, I had to sort of get some other tools that were useful. My docking station was an ideal one that worked very well for me.
Okay.
But the keyboard that was assigned to me wasn't good enough. So I had to get one that was suitable for that purpose. And
Couldn't you have asked
I,
them to replace it or something? Because you would have
yeah,
to spend money.
they actually would have done that, right? But I just felt
Oh,
the hassle of going through the office to do that wasn't,
it might take time again.
yeah.
Mm.
So whereas if I could get it from Amazon Prime, right, I was guaranteed that next day delivery. So I ensured that I took regular breaks.
Mm.
But that being said, right, there are times where you overdo things without realizing that you've not um, considered, taking time off your desk.
Yeah.
Uh, but the flexibility around working from
What
home
helps
was,
if on the screen, if you can see it, the thing is even rolling now. You see what I mean? Can you not see it on the screen? I can see that it's rolling. So whether it's showing now is a different thing altogether. Can you see the topic on the screen at us?
yes, it is. It should.
Okay.
So I think the flexibility for
Mm.
working from home was very ideal for me because it meant that when the kids were on holiday, right, at least that opportunity was there for them to have me around, even though my wife might be engaged in her own activities, right? And it also allowed me to structure myself around my finish time.
Okay.
So I developed this habit of always turning off my office phone just in time, and that meant that okay, yes, that was close of um, work for me, and it's
Can I ask you a question? Is because of what you've just said now. Were you
yeah.
strict with yourself the closing hour? What time were you supposed to close during the day?
Absolutely.
Officially.
My official close time was half four,
But do you
and
ever finish half four?
yes, but there are odd times where you have that spillover for maybe 5 to 15 minutes, and that might mean trying to finalize a report or something.
Mm.
And although that being said, right, I think there were also times where maybe on a Saturday or Sunday, right,
Mm.
I might want to put in 1 hour to get a report ready for Monday.
Mm.
But I didn't make that a regular habit because I knew it will sort of form part of my routine, which wasn't healthy. But that being said, I think one of the downsides to working from home for me was there were some periods where 2 to 3 weeks I might not even visit the city center because I became so comfortable,
Mm.
you
That's
know,
pause.
with the idea of working from home. So I think when the opportunity presented itself this April to change jobs,
Oh, okay.
it came with hybrid
Oh, okay.
um, option of 3 days in the office, 2 days from home.
Mm.
But initially, I didn't even do that for 1 month because I needed to stabilize in the new uh, work.
Yeah.
But that being said, right, I think I kind of appreciated the fact that okay, yes, that's 2 days working from home
Mm.
gave me the headspace to focus on more pressing issues that I couldn't necessarily achieve whilst in the office. And it sort of gave me that balance, where the days I'm working from home, right, I tend to like, spend a little bit more time in bed, uh, and sort of get myself ready 45 minutes to the start of the day, which was ideal. But that being said, I think sometimes most people tend to like get carried away with the idea of working from home and not, take their overall health and well-being into consideration, and that can be a detriment on the long run. So I think there were also times where, with encouragement from my wife, I decided to like, go for walks around the neighborhood, just in the course of my break, just to like ensure that I was um, keeping fit,
Yeah.
So
Very
it
nice.
has its own advantages and demerits, but I think the advantages cannot be compared to the disadvantages, because
So which
overall
one
is in.
outweighs the other, in your own
I think
opinion?
the advantages are more because in terms of productivity level, right? I think for me personally, I tend to do more and achieve more on my job
Oh,
when I work from home, right? But that being said, right, if you still don't form a good routine to manage those expectations, right, you'll find out that you're giving too much and not taking your overall well-being into consideration. So, on the balance of things, right, one has to sort of discipline themselves and know how to set those clear boundaries in order not to overdo things. So that's my take.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. At least you've made it sound even more real, because you've shared experience from both worlds, going to the office, and now a lot of places hybrid. There, some people's hybrid is once in 2 weeks even, and I'm like, let them just let you be or whatever. So there's so many kinds of routine now. When you talk about workspace or working in an establishment. So thank you, Apos, for sharing your one. We really appreciate that. It's really driving it home for us. And I like the fact that you're able to say, in fact, the advantages far outweighs the disadvantages. So we're heading positive. Like I say, working from home is here to stay. So how good is it or how not good it is? Let us talk about this, because some people, their mindset, some people, their mind is hard. It's hard to change their mindset. They love it, like that routine. You wake up or you set an alarm, wake up, you dress up and you're going to work. It makes them feel like official, professional and all. But when they have to do it from home, they don't feel, so it might even affect their level of productivity. Who knows? But yeah, thank you so much for that contribution. I'm going to come to Heartbeat. After Heartbeat, we'll take our puzzle and then we'll carry on. It's very easy. This one, you guys will have to Google it. Like I said, computer. Heartbeat 77, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, welcome. Good to
I'm
see you.
actually I'm actually at the office. I'm at a project site doing something, and I had to rush into my car just so I can
Oh,
make some contribution to avoid
oh,
noise.
thank you for that. I hope you don't pass your work time as well. Is this one extra time you're doing?
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's gone far past work hours.
Wow.
Yes, but sometimes I leave work after 12 a.m., and that is when it becomes very necessary.
Okay.
So you can appreciate that for people like us, working from home could come with its own benefits,
Okay.
because having to drive all the way back after work
I
at
know.
that late hour of the night or dawn has its own challenges, security
Oh,
issues, and other
definitely.
stuff. Yes. But I think I have little to say about working from home.
Mm,
And mainly, I will be talking from the standpoint of view of management,
okay.
how this fits people in management, because for most people, for most companies, I think management discovered that they could employ less people
Oh.
to do the same work and have the same output working from homes. And that is a well-proven fact that during the COVID time,
Yeah.
we had to work with skeletal staff who worked in the comfort of their homes, and yet productivity was not affected. Sometimes it was even more than we realized, employing more people to do the same work, which goes to suggest that when you task people to work from home and there is proper supervision from a distance that requires them to do A, B, and C, their work output is almost guaranteed, and efficiency is also guaranteed. Another thing that I can say about working from home is punctuality is almost always guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know, in the morning, yes, in the morning, you can appreciate all the challenges that people go through commuting to office.
Traffic. Hey. Oh.
Yes, and
Sorry to cut you. The
so
other day I was going to.
sometimes,
Sorry, I'll let you speak. I said the other day I was going to. It will only take 23 minutes drive. I was there for over an hour, and in fact I nearly cried because, well, of course, there was an accident that happened. So, but if I were to be at home to be doing my work, none of that. So yeah, carry on.
yes, yes, and with the traffic situation, sometimes, no matter how strict you are,
Yeah.
you tend to understand when people give certain excuses and reasons for coming to work late, because you are human and you can relate to the situation. So, punctuality is one advantage. Another benefit that came in a subtle way was the ability or the opportunity to do a cross-country employment,
Oh, okay.
which offers you the benefit of employing more skilled workers from across the globe. And sometimes, depending on where you are, you even make benefit because you pay less.
Oh, that's true because of the currency.
Yes, yes. Because you see, if somebody in America, an employer is employing somebody from any of African or West African community,
Yeah.
they may pay less
Yeah.
as compared to staff in the US. So these are some of the benefits that we realized from management standpoint of view when this thing about working from home became so common and prominent. But then when you talk about the downside,
Yeah.
I think that, in fact, essentially, it borders on one's self-discipline.
True.
Because if you are not disciplined, and if there is not much monitoring from a distance by a supervisor who keeps checking on you, you probably will be sleeping most of the time. And the tendency to sway with this social media thing, TikTok and Facebook and other stuff, is very, very high. You will just be sidetracked into looking at other things that you are not supposed to look at. Yes, yes. And I think when we talk about the health benefit or the health side of it, I think it's not too healthy as little work is done in the way of walking up and down in a broader office environment where you have to send one note to another and all that. By the end of the day, if you are to record your steps using your phone, you would realize that you have done a lot. You've taken a lot of steps. And all that helps with your system, you see, with your circulation. But when you find yourself in the house, you don't have such benefit. You don't. And I would want to touch on the last point which you made reference to, and that is obstructions that could come from family.
Yeah.
Yes, because some wife or some husband who is honey may not give you the chance to to do your work. You see, so that is there. And children can as well obstruct you.
It's on there. We're talking about working from home. Sorry, somebody was asking.
Yes. So I think these are some of the few things I can say about working from home. I need to get to work, but I'm listening from the background. So I'm still with you. Where necessary, I will come back.
All right. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
How Rich is inside today. You know, he spoke a lot from the management perspective, and honestly, he's on point. Thank you so much for bringing that perspective to it as well. So if you're a manager out there, at least you've heard Heartbeat 77, all he has to say. So pick your choose, as they say, pick your choose, whatever works, you know, use that strategy so that your company is, you know, giving out high productivity, and your employees are also, you know, giving high productivity as well. And I know some companies, they will shut you off. I know of some, they will shut you off at a particular time, and a message will come on your screen, go for a 5 minutes walk or something like that. That means management is also getting involved with the health of the employee, which is very good. Not everybody is adopting that, but hopefully it's here to stay. So that way, there's nothing you can press on that computer. It's not going to work. So you just have to get up and go for a walk or do something other than sitting by that desk, which is good. So thank you for the managerial perspective you brought to it. It's really, really opened my eyes to some certain things as well. I remember, it was my son or my husband telling me sometime, their legs started swelling. And I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, maybe you have to get up more. Or this. We thought maybe it's the chair that is not comfortable. We change chairs, but still, and all of that. But you see, you can't do that. Imagine years now, because COVID has been since when? You just sit and do the same work, sit from home, sit and all. Even if you say you stand up, you go to the kitchen, come back, it won't be like going for a walk. So he also had to bring in some things to do. And after a while, the swelling on the leg, you know, left. So we know that is your body telling you you've sat down for too long, just get up and do something. And, you know, that was the end of that. So for some people, it can even create more problem. With people without back pain before, because they sit all the time, now they've developed back pain. So that's another disadvantage to it. So thank you so much, Habit 77. Thank you. I'm going to come to whole health shortly, but I want to bring my puzzle up so that we have quite a number of us attempting it, because I really plan to finish today by 10 o'clock. You guys can hear me. My nose is almost completely blocked. I'm just managing to breathe with my mouth. I need to go take there's this nasal spray. I should have even, you know, brought it down. But anyways, the puzzle is, you guys can Google it, is a tongue twister for today. which I mentioned last time that we're going to do. So is that tongue twister, very popular one. The Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. So if you trust your tongue, that you know it will not twist. So I needed to Google that whole, I think it's about 4 or 5 lines of it. You come into the box. So if you're in the box, you want to attempt good. You say it as fast as possible without blabbing, and you get the gift for today if we are all happy with your attempt. So that is how we're going to roll today. So Peter Papa picked a peck of pickled pepper, peck of pickled, that particular one. Google it, find it, and come and attempt it here. We're waiting for you. So the floor is open. If you know you want to attempt that, or send an invite, come up and attempt it, and let's see whether we'll clap or we'll laugh with you. So that is a puzzle, guys. I'm coming to whole health today. I don't know what perspective you want to bring to the topic. Working from home, do you think is beneficial? Do you think, yeah, there's some disadvantages to it, or whatever is your take? Let us hear from you, and you're welcome. Let's hear from you, whole health.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening.
Evening.
Okay. I'm sure that everything that has advantages will also have disadvantages. Now, personally, I tried working from home, and it usually doesn't work out well for me. Number one is I get distracted, like I don't even know how to complete. Either is my son dragging me, or in fact me myself. And now I remember I also had to arrange my wardrobe. I need to cook for the kids before they come back home. I need to sweep. I need to do this. I need to do this. And before you know it, I'm just very unproductive. I've tried it a whole lot of
It's not
times.
just for you.
It didn't just work out for me. That's the whole truth. Another thing is, hey God, it's not become a time I have to sleep, like give to myself like the highest dosage of sleep. You need to start working by 9. And it's now wake up by 7:30 or 8 because are you going anywhere? Are you not going to work from here? So I've tried many times, even though I work for myself, but then I can control my time. Sometimes maybe the kids, like during the COVID, I was at home. No, 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 no. Just work at home.
I
And
can
since that time,
imagine.
I've tried a couple of other times. Work. My distraction level is on another level, to be very honest with you. If there is nothing distracting me, it's me that is distracting myself with hard chores. I must find something to do in between the work hour. But I've had people that actually it worked out for them and they're managing it very well. It's if I could learn it, I'll love it because I'm very family oriented. I'm highly family oriented. So if you work from home, it creates that bond between you and your kids. Mainly when you have going kids. At
Yeah.
least the kids will be there in the morning, they will see you in the morning before going to school. Then you'll be able to like have prayer with them, bless that day, bless their own day before they leave the house. Then in between the break too, if you are or not as undisciplined like me, we could just take the 30 minutes, also prepare meal for the family. And when the kids come back home in the evening, that feelings. That's just one thing the only thing I enjoy, like when they come back, hey mom, and they just come and hug me. That feeling is there. Like they feel very homely, very, very warm. And Ruby would just say, Mom, I knew I have something to eat because you're at home. So that love is just there, and you just want to go on and sacrifice for them. But my work is suffering
I
because
know.
I'm just not that disciplined enough to do the things I'm supposed to do. Then for couples too, it's also very good for couples to bond together. You understand? So if your hubby knows you're at home, possibly it could also motivate him to come back home early. Or if the husband working at home, it can also motivate the wife to come back home early. The husband is there at home. They come back home early. They have time for themselves. Talk about the day's activities and all the rest of it. It has a lot of advantages to work from home if you are not like me. But if you know work for you as you know work for me. So sometimes I work from home and sometimes I go to work. Like today now I'm in the car going back home, you understand? But last week I worked from home, and I would tell you that my productivity level dropped to like 50%.
Ah, wow, that
Very
much.
honest with you. Now I'm telling you,
Wow.
it dropped to 50%. The only thing I gain is the smiles on my kids' face when they come back by 5 p.m. and they see their mom at home. And the talking that is also there. Hey, who kept that shoe? I remove that shoe. Who spilled the water? All
That one
these
will
ones,
never stop, would it? Wow.
all those ones too, they join. So, like I said, everything that has advantage has disadvantages. So that's just my own perspective. But
Okay.
it's a good interaction. I've learned some things from the two men that spoke earlier. I've learned a whole lot of things from them. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love it. You know, when you were talking, painting the picture of the children coming to, I was just going back in my, in fact, you triggered me to some years back. You know, it never stops. As you're sorting one, the other one too is coming for something, something. We're wondering, but these things you guys can actually do by yourself. But the fact that they know you're at home, you're for them, oh, work from home. What's so called? Mommy, work from home. You're kidding yourself. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, if you're just joining, you're welcome to Inside with FunmiRoyal. Today we're talking about working from home. Is it advantageous? Is there disadvantages to it in terms of an employer, employee, whichever angle you're coming from? Let's hear you. I've given my talk, so at least I managed to open it up a bit, and people from in the box have also expanded it some more. We looked at some managerial role, individual self-discipline, and so many. And then we just heard whole health. We say working from home, I don't think it's for me because of maybe lack of discipline, or one or two things. So what's your take on this? And I will say again, working from home is here to stay. So let's start talking about it. Let's start adjusting the adjustables. Let's start putting things in place so that, as we carry on with life, working from home, we know that we're disciplined. As we've gathered today, we need to be disciplined. We know that we need to take breaks, go for walks, take breaks, don't walk through like tomorrow will never come. Please, all of these things will affect your health. So we're looking after ourselves and we're still productive because we're disciplined. All of these things we have learned today. So thank you to all that have contributed so far. I really appreciate your contributions. Honey Blinks, I'm coming to you. Or does anyone want to attempt my puzzle? My tongue twister. I pause.
Yes, I want to attempt it. It's a thing for young children, though, but I
No.
think I want to attempt it.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes, so.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where are the pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Hey, should we give him yes or no? No, I don't think it's fast enough.
Yes.
Or you tried, what did he blab? Let me clap and listen. Okay, so we should give you. So let me give you, I'll just give you one donut and one ice cream. So I'm waiting for the person who will say really fast without blabbing. Okay. I pause, you're begging. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's find it. Well done. Thank you for the boldness, even. It's not for children, it's for everybody. Adults should have fun as well. Sir, I beg to differ. But thank you. Thank you for the attempt. So maybe somebody will come as fast as possible. And then you want to try whole hell? She muted. She ran. Don't run, no, please. You can try. So let's do the Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Peck of pickled pepper, Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where is the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? If you can say it at least fast enough like that. Even with my blocked nose, I don't know how it came out, but it still came out. So I need somebody to do that. Maybe we can double the gift today. So thank you for the attempt. Honey Blinks, thanks for joining. How are you today? I hope you're there, Honey Blinks. Hey,
Hi.
please.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, ma.
Welcome. You are welcome. Thanks for joining us today. So I don't know.
Thank
I
you,
don't know
ma.
where
I
you
came
want to
late too.
start from. Is it the puzzle or the topic? Anywhere, please.
I came late, so I didn't really meet the
The
teaching.
talk. Okay. The topic. Can you see the
Yeah,
topic on the screen?
yeah, working from home. Yeah, so
So, what is your take about it? The question I asked after my talk is working from home a good health transition for workers? And secondly, is working from home a good transition for global business? That sounds a bit kind of serious, but you don't have to, but you can. It's up to you. What's your take about working from home? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think, nah, no, I don't think so. We prefer the
yeah,
old
I think working from home as much as it has its advantages, also has disadvantages,
way.
and it depends on the type of job the individual is engaged in,
Mm,
right? So for someone who runs a business like a shop,
yeah.
you don't expect that person to think about working from home, because how are you going to sell your market?
But you can have your shop in your home now. Oh.
Having your shop in your home, that's not wise, especially
Funny
depending on
place.
the
I
location
know,
of
I
your home.
know the Nigerian setup. Some people live upstairs. The downstairs is their shop. So that is working from home.
Those
Far
ones those
from
ones
there.
are those ones are small shops, not like a big mega shop.
That's an individual. Well, I'm just teasing, but carry on.
Okay, okay. And also, for, like I said, depending on the type of job the individual is engaged in,
Yeah,
like, for example, in the banking sector,
yeah.
if the tellers decide to work from home, how would they attend to the customers? If the customer service decides to work from home, how would they attend to customers' complaints, customers that come to the bank? So I know there are also remote customer service workers that attend to call center issues and all that. But it's still very important to have some in the bank to attend to immediate issues that may come in as the business day goes on.
Yeah.
Then another thing I see is sometimes working from home makes some people lazy.
Oh.
Makes some people lazy, and
In
it
what way?
has it has to do with, okay, to work from home efficiently
Yeah.
and be productive,
Yeah.
you need to have a lot of discipline.
Okay. Thank you, Tamara. Welcome.
You need to have a lot of discipline, because if you're working from home, sometimes you're going to get to have a lot of distractions,
Okay.
unlike when you're in the office. So it's now on that individual to be able to manage those distractions, know what to do or when to do it, and
Mm.
knowing that, okay, I'm actually working, and the fact that I'm not
Okay.
at the office doesn't mean I
Yeah.
still have to take care of my deliverables, because the fact that I work from home is not going to be an excuse at the end of the month that I didn't get to finish what I was supposed to finish. So it has to do with a lot of discipline. Personally, I work from home, so I know how difficult it is most times to be able
You're
to.
beside whole health. She just what's the word now? She just submitted herself, so to say, exposed to herself, as far working from home, how you need discipline in order to be productive.
Yeah, it has to do with a lot of this. Sometimes you having a call, sometimes you want to cook, but normally if you're going to work in the morning, you would have woken up early to fix up whatever you need to fix. But the fact that you are working from home, sometimes you just feel relaxed to do some other things. Yeah, so it really has to do with a lot of discipline. Yeah, and being able to manage your time and know what to do or when to do it. I think, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
for me,
Thank you.
that's pretty much it for me.
Thank you for that. Yeah, self discipline. You have to be disciplined in order to be productive, you know. And I mean, just
Yeah.
like one or two, or practically everyone has, well, you just have to put that in place. Uh, but the one that I know is people that are workaholics. When they're working from home, they don't take breaks. They don't even think to cook. All they want to do is work, 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 forgetting that they're actually at home. They could step to the kitchen and make lunch or something, you know. So I guess what different people, different work ethics or what have you, but the bottom line is when you're working from home, you have to be disciplined, otherwise.
No, Mama, like I said, like, it also depends on the type of work you're doing.
Yeah, I guess
Now, personally, there are sometimes I'm so occupied with work I even forget if I've eaten.
that's not good.
Yeah, but there are some other times that I'm so free. I can even watch a movie while I'm working. That's how free I can be sometimes. I can be cooking while I'm working. That's how free I can be. But there are sometimes that those you don't even want to hear any single noise because you know you need to just focus, and any single noise can
Distract.
throw you off balance or distract you or something like that. So it's also depends on the type of job that person is doing for.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you.
and these days the tech space encourages working from home a lot.
Yeah.
So everybody now, most of the time, they are working from home.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. Like said, it depends on the work you're doing. Some are not too tasking. Some are very tasking, very demanding, high end techie job, what have you, project managers and things like that. Some jobs are techie. Some, if it's just a customer service, of course, your own is just to take call and address them or even direct them somewhere. So you're not doing as much as such. But whichever way, no matter what you're doing, no matter how intense that work is, every company gives break time. You are the one not taking the break time, so you're the one harming yourself. No matter how techy it is, no matter how difficult that work is, no matter how tasking, there's something called break times, and you need to abide by that. Otherwise, you will burn out. You know, thank you for that. I'm gonna come to Shannon. Oh, honey, blinks. I didn't ask you. Do you want to attempt the tongue twister? Let us laugh a bit. Those who are working from home. Ah, he's not responding again. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Shannon, you are welcome. Good to see you again.
Well, thank you so much for adding me up. I would like to put my. For me, I never worked at home anyway, but I wish to work at home because it's easy. I will look advantages. You can look after your kids while you are working. You can just leave for 15 minutes, do something you want to do, or you want to cook for kids, or you want to do something, and you wake up late as well. And another thing, you can take a break, go and collect your kids at school,
Yeah.
or take them to school. Then you come and start your work.
See, Honey Blink said it's not easy, oh.
But I was just like thinking myself, since I have kids, I was like, I wish I can find the job at home. It's gonna be easy so that I can while look after the kids while
Maybe when you step
at
out
home.
to go and pick up the children, that's when the office is calling you. There's
Yeah.
an urgent email you need to respond to. And you
That's
feel
the
like
problem.
everybody wants a piece of you. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be quite challenging, really.
Yeah, I think it's challenging as well.
Yeah.
Like there is advantage. I think everything there is advantages and disadvantages as well.
Well, true.
Yeah. But I think it's not easy. Sometimes you end up like saying, no, I'm at home, I don't need to wake up early. But you put yourself pressure. you know.
Yeah, that's
After
true.
that, after say like, no, I have to go and pick the kids, or I have to take the kids to school, or I have to, to hear something. Maybe you have a call or something, you end up not working. And after that, you have to rush.
And you'll be like, in fact, somebody on a race. The next person you have to get to this, do that, all
Yeah.
over. And at the end
So,
of the day, if you're not careful, you will burn out. That's one of the things we're talking about, the disadvantages.
yeah. That's the problem. That's the disadvantages as well, because you tell yourself that I'm at home. I will do it later. S- So it need discipline. Even like you like, I'm hungry. You end up like making the food and stuff.
Oh, wait.
And in terms of losing weight as well.
As you're talking now, some silly thought just came to mind. You know you're very busy and you're hungry. You say,
Yeah.
let me just quickly make a sandwich or something. And
Yeah.
you get there and you start making pounded yam.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. You feel hungry, and losing weight is gonna be another problem as well.
And they'll be
You will
like,
not lose weight.
Shannon, we've been waiting for you for the last half an hour. You can't tell them it's pounded yam that is so, except you don't want to be fired. You just look for one excuse to tell them so
Yeah,
that
you'll be like, no, I was not just feeling well.
God helping you, because that pounded yam is right in your kitchen, man. Why would I eat bread when there's pounded yam, so to say?
Yeah, why?
I
You
know
end up
you take
making
time.
pandemia while your work is waiting for you.
Yeah, so you have to be
It's not
disciplined.
easy. I think it's nice working outside as well. You want to take, maybe drive if you're driving, or take,
Yeah,
taxi, that fresh air,
yeah, fresh air.
different environment, different
Yeah, yeah.
place as well. But if you are one place, you feel like you're not moving.
I know that could be, if you're the type that gets bored easily. To
Yeah,
work
yeah,
from
yeah,
home is going to be difficult.
yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Unless if you like, maybe after work, then you end up like saying, no, I have to maybe take a walk or something, or on your break. Yeah, that will help as well.
Okay.
But if not, thank you so much.
Thank you for that. Thank you. It's serious, but I mean, we got to laugh a bit, so thank you. So I don't know, Shannon, the puzzle for today is a tongue twister. Let's laugh some more. It's a tongue twister, and you can Google it so that you can say it, you can see it there. Look for the tongue twister, Peter Piper. It's a very popular one. So if you can say it very fast without blabbing, get the gift. Somebody is trying to attempt. Honey blinks. Do you want to
No,
attempt?
I'm not attempting. No.
Oh, thank you for the gift.
I was going to say, a lot of people feel, or rather think, working from home is easy and is more relaxed and all that, but that's so not true. In fact, you prefer, if you have worked in an office and you are not working
Oh,
from home, you prefer working in the office, because most of the time when you go to the office in the morning, once you have closed.
yeah, that's it.
But when you are working from home, most of the time you don't have a closing time where you can be working, you won't even
Okay,
you won't
more
even know
help.
before you look at the time. Ah, you will be surprised at how far the time go. And sometimes it also makes some people lazy, because now you are just sitting at home, you are sitting in one place, you are not talking with anybody, especially when you are staying alone. You're not talking with anybody,
Yeah.
you are just there, and you might just feel lazy and decide to say, okay, let me just take a nap, and you sleep off, and your job is at at stake at that point.
No, I'll tell you, your doorbell will ring and it's your manager by the door. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
although
Well, it's
some
funny,
companies have
but
modalities for for people that work at home. Like I remember I worked with a company for a while where during the period of, in short, as you are starting your day, you are joining a huddle,
Wow.
and you must always be in an huddle throughout the working hour. You're only entitled to, I think, 1 hour break or thereabouts. So that's the only time that you can be seen offline.
A big sugar. Thank you so much.
Any
I get it. Yes.
anything apart from that 1 hour, you are supposed to always be online working on tasks, or at least you should be seeing that yes, this person is in a huddle. So that one there, it's not easy. People feel it's easy, but man, I've had a friend who always say, "Ah, you are working from home, you're enjoying. I want to be like you. I want to be like you." I say, don't pray to be like me.
All that glitter is not gold,
Then,
though.
yeah.
No.
Then the day she came around and like she was visiting, and I was working. I didn't even know if I had a visitor, and she was like, "Ah, is this how the work is?
Hey.
Is this how the work is?" So I was like, "No, I don't want this kind of work. What time did you rest? What time did you do things for yourself?" I said, "Hey."
Exactly.
So there are some times that you can be free,
Yeah.
but there are some times that, man, you won't even remember to do anything for yourself. So that's just it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the.
I think somebody wanted to attempt the tongue twister.
Yeah, it's whole health. I was going to come to her. Please, whole
Yes.
health. The floor is yours. Let me, so that I can hear you properly.
Don't discourage me. Oh. This one you already do. You not go walk. Oh.
Oh my God. Okay, let's be serious.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peck of pickled peppers Peter Pepper picked. If Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers, why is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Pepper picked?
Is it Picky Peters? I kept hearing Picky Peters. It's Pepe.
No. Not Peters. Peter Pepper picked a peck of.
No. I'll give you 2 ice cream. That's it. You don't get the donuts. No.
Mama, see, Mama cannot eat ice cream without donuts now. What's that? Who does that? Ice cream goes in there with donuts now. What's that?
You
And the
can,
weather
you can try again. You can try again. The phone is open.
Let me try again. Oh.
Wait. Which Google did you get your version from? Because I kept hearing Peter Papa pick a peck of pickle Peters.
You are the one causing this thing. Oh.
I didn't. You're the one talking. So please get the right one from Google and you can try again. Do you need a minute to breathe in and out?
Okay. Let me see. Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of picked peppers Peter Pepper picked. If Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Pepper picked?
You try.
My,
You try, but you're not fast enough. Please. You're not fast. I don't even know who is faster, you or heartbeat. I don't know who. But I'm not giving you my donut. No, that donut. I love my donut. Let me see. I don't want to finish you with ice cream. So let's see. I'll give you a rose for attempting. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you. Who wants to bail her? If you're in the box, you want to try. I don't know why Honey Blinks is not trying this. Heartbeat said it's for young people. So you should be the one to tear this thing apart. Pause, I'm waiting for you. It's you I'm waiting for, Pause. I don't know why you're not attempting as well. Please. I know. Life could be too serious sometimes. That's why we always bring the puzzle to kind of laugh a bit. Because the topic is a bit intense, but not as much as other topics we have. So working from home, it's a thing we just have to talk about because it's here. Some of us find ourselves in it. Some of us have tried it, we don't like it. Some of us are working from home half time the week, and the rest we have to still travel. So imagine you have to travel 1 hour to get to work. That if you're working from home, that 1 hour is joined to your sleep. So you get to sleep some more and rest your brain before you attack that computer again. So like everybody has been saying, I won't be able to attempt it. So why? Of course, why? It's an attempt. I'm not saying you will get the gift.
Should I try once again?
Okay, please feel free. But we gave it to you the other time. You can try. Let's see.
You said you wanted it faster.
Faster and no blabbings.
Oh, no, I wasn't blabby. You know I'm a soft speaker.
But
So I was just speaking it my way.
Did you hear me when I attempted it?
Yeah, I think I did.
So if you can say it.
You must have done a lot of rehearsals to attain that.
Is that what you think?
You know, it's a long time since I left nursery, but let me try this.
Piper, I've been saying it from my mother's womb. So even with my cold, I know I will still be able to pull it off. So yeah. So that's why the only time I get to keep the gift is if nobody tries. So at least we've been giving it. So today is a bit lenient. See, somebody's licking my ice cream already. So you can try without blabbing and a bit faster, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. A peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where are the pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Hey. Well done. Let's see.
I think I did this faster than before.
Yeah, it was faster. And let me not. Yeah, you've tried. Let's see. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay, you've had a donut, you've had the ice cream. We don't want too much sugar. Let me see what else we can give you. You need to bake some bread tonight. Since you're going to be getting home a bit late. So thank you for that. Well done. I think we're here for the rest. I think we have about how many more minutes? 19 more minutes. So we can still talk about the topic for today, or we can carry on as possible. Honey Blinks, come back. Don't run away.
Let me try.
You're laughing already. Help me not to laugh, please.
Hopefully I don't cut my tongue.
Okay. Unfortunately, I can't help but I can give you water, but you know we're on the streets of TikTok. Okay. Be serious.
Okay. Here it goes. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Hey, slow motion, don't slow. Oh, well done. Nice attempt. Should we give it to him? Yes. He sweat. I hope you didn't bite yourself. I hope you didn't bite yourself, Honey Blinks. Hey.
No, I didn't.
Okay, good. So you can eat the donuts and have the ice cream. Well done. Nice one.
Thank you. Thank you.
To be honest, I don't think it's network. This one, I was hearing peppers, Peters. I don't know what Peter Piper even picked now at the end of the day. I thought it was pickled peppers, So those are the things that kind of disqualify people. But because, we just want to have fun. All joy, whole health, all joy. Hey, if I give you pepper instead of pepper, how will you cook? When you're working from home, how would you cook that pounded yam and the egbono soup? But it's all good. Thank you so much. He picked all. Okay. All right. So I pause. I'm coming to you. I want to look for trouble tonight. Bros, now I've been begging you since. Now, please. Let's laugh a little, please.
For me, I don't get that grace.
His grace is more than sufficient, to bros. Yes.
Not for tongue twister.
But why? What is the issue? What is the issue you have with it?
I know I'm not going to do well at it, so that's the reason why.
Okay. Okay, so before we go, do you have maybe one or two things you want to add to the topic? And is this one, hey, you don't have to twist your tongue.
I think most importantly, right, I think is for people to sort of define a structure of how they want to manage the whole working from home routine, and also take regular breaks, because like most other speakers alluded to, right, you tend to like focus on the task ahead of you without realizing that you've not taken any breaks, or you've not eaten any food at all, and it takes a toll over time, and I'm also a culprit of that, because I remember on Friday I worked from home and I got so carried away that I didn't even realize that I'd not taken break. It got to the point where I realized, but I decided to ignore because I wanted to accomplish certain things before the day went by. So, and also just make yourself as comfortable as possible, and that will go a long way. I remember when COVID started initially, right? Most people were working from the comfort
It
of
was
their
like a
couch.
dream. It was like, yeah, is this possible?
Yeah. So people would just sit on their sofa and place their laptop on their lap, but it's not ideal because you're going to sustain some form of injury that could have grave impacts on the long run. So it's just a case of having those short breaks, stand up, flex your body, just to ensure that you have good circulation going through your body. And most importantly, I think, you know, we we should also endeavor to maybe engage in other activities, outside the home environment after work. Otherwise, you become complacent in just remaining in one place. Like my example I gave, right? There were times where 2 weeks or 3 weeks might go past, and I've not even been to my city center. So in as much as it gives us that flexibility, we still have to appreciate that we have to balance things in order for us not to, sort of develop some form of, mental health issues. I think those are the things I just touch on.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. No, I mean, in all seriousness, it's a good thing I see, and I also can see the disadvantages as well. So the more we talk about this, we get more aware of what it entails working from home, such that we have the best of it. I mean, once upon a time, you're okay. All of a sudden, this backache from nowhere, and your mind is not telling you it's because you're working from home. You sit there. The time you used to travel, you're up and about moving that body. When you drive maybe half an hour thereabout, just for half an hour. Now you're sitting. Even when you go to work, you're still going to sit, but once in a while you might have to get up, go to one office, do something. All these body movements, it goes a long way, and you're doing that Monday to Friday for those who work Monday to Fridays. So you're moving and moving your body. Unlike when you're working from home, that's why you have to be deliberate. You have to be disciplined and deliberate about your lunch time, going for walks, and your closing hours. I'm not saying don't put in extra days or extra hours here and there, but when it's not a constant thing, to the point that it's 8 p.m., it's family time, and you're still saying, hold on, I'm coming, hold on, I'm coming. and you keep doing that every single day, you're bringing problems to that home. I'm telling you. Even the children at some point, they say, oh, don't go to daddy. He's always working. You don't want to hear things like that. It's true. Or say, mommy, once she enters that office, nobody, and then they know that she's supposed to finish at 7, and this is 9 o'clock, still inside the room or whatever. So we need to be disciplined. We need to balance things. And this body exercise is good. We talked about loneliness in the process. If you're the type that you don't even have a family, you're living by yourself, and you're working from home, what do you do? What activities do you take part? The moment you finish work, is it you finish work, shut the computer, and now sit again, start eating junk and watching TV? You doze off there. By the time you get to your bed, it's like 2 in the morning. You have to get up again. And this routine, if you're not deliberate about it, becomes part of life. And then before you know, your doctor will come knocking. You need to burn some calories, or you need to this, your weight has gone up, what's happening? And then you know the truth yourself. I'm just being practical with this thing so that we'll be mindful of it and be deliberate and intentional when, especially for those working from home. So there's a lot of advantages to it. We talked about saving money in terms of fuel. Some of us, we don't cook to work. We're just going to be buying everything they sell at work. You save yourself that money as well. And some people believe because they're in the comfort of their home, they're focused, they're more concerned, they're happy working, which means more productivity, more money for your company, the company you're working for, whatever. These are the advantages as well. But let us look more on the disadvantages and turn that to our own advantage. It's very good. Trust me, you're working from home. Anything happens to you, somebody else is in their home, they will employ them straight away. So please don't let us overdo things. There's always a balance to everything we do in life, and we have to be deliberate about finding that balance. If the chair you're sitting on is not comfortable, don't say tomorrow I'll buy tomorrow. And before you know, 6 months already, and now you're holding your back. Hey, whoa. You're holding your back and lamenting when you should have replaced that chair ages ago. Or you're the type that because you registered at the gym, because you're working from home, just to go to gym and come back home will be too much. Maybe I'll go later in the evening, and then you cancel the morning, whatever, and register for the evening. By the time you finish, say, it's a long day, I'm so tired. Who expects you to come to gym? Before you know, that's the end of your going to gym. So those are things you don't want to practice. No. And if you're the one practicing such now, it's not too late to change, I'm telling you. So let's be mindful. Let's look out for one another. Look out for yourself, especially those working from home. There's a lot of advantages, but be mindful of the disadvantages. You're already, let me not say it, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Thank you guys for liking the live. We have about 8 more minutes, but we might just close now. I don't know if you have anything you want to add before we close for today. Like I said, all of my nose area, I need to go sort myself out. So, okay. Is it Shannon? You want to attempt the puzzle? Or somebody put on there before? Okay, you want to add something, whole health, you will. Shannon, do you want to attempt the puzzle you say?
Good.
I won't laugh.
Oh, no, it's okay. Papa, pick.
What did you say?
A new tune, right? She's giving us a new tune.
No, please. Is it Wikipedia?
Papa,
You got
pick.
It can't be from Google. Please, I want to go and sleep. I'll just be laughing now. Before you know, it's 1 in the morning. I say, this channel will not wound me today. Okay, I'm so sorry. I said I won't laugh. I didn't promise. I just said I won't laugh. Okay, let her say it. Please.
Papa, pick. Go pick.
Shannon, please. Please, okay. That that you even attempted at all. Please, let's clap for you. Oh my God. I laugh like this. Let's see. Well done, Shannon. Thank you. You made it even more fun. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay. And on that note, maybe we'll have to round up. I'm tempted to say, can she say it one more time? Shannon, do you want to say it one more time?
Go pick it, go pick it.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you. I'll go and watch the replay and laugh. I laugh very well. Thank you all so much. I hope the children are not there. They'll be laughing at you now. Say, this woman, oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for your submissions. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. I'm going to try and stop laughing so that I can round up. See, I'm really holding myself. Mr. Heartbeat, I hope you're concentrating at work. See what Shannon has caused today. It's
I'm listening. It's been quite interesting.
oh my goodness.
So much fun.
Thank you guys so much. I mean, life is not hard though. Let's take care of ourselves. If you're working from home, take care of yourself. Eat healthily, do exercises, and be productive, be disciplined. Check your chairs, check your tables, everything is okay. Because this is a job you're going to keep for God knows how long. So make sure you're comfortable in it as well. And for those who are struggling to work from home, I'm just saying Shannon now. Those who are struggling to work from home, it may not just be for you, so don't beat yourself about it. Maybe it's high time you look for another job as well, so that you're happy and you're okay. So whatever works for you, really, yourself the best, so to say. So guys, I'm going to say love you, leave you. Thank you so much for your contributions, your tappings, your giftings. You're making it fun today here on Insight with the Peter Papa picked peppers and Peter and paper and everything. And pickle from Shannon. Thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful night rest. Enjoy the rest of the week. Oh, by the way, before I go, next week, Monday, I've declared public holiday for myself. It's going to be the day after my book launch. It's going to be a busy week, a busy Sunday. So I'm not coming on live on Monday. Or maybe if I come out, I'll just play music. You'll not see me here, but I'll be there in the background somehow. Because it's going to be busy. I need to just take that day to rest. You see, I'm taking my own advice. Now take the day to rest. I'm going to miss you all, but I'll be back on Thursday. This Thursday and next Thursday by the grace of God. But I won't be here on the 28th of October because I'll just take that. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Whole Health. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wish I could show you now, but no, we're not unveiling it yet until Sunday and after Sunday. So maybe on Thursday, maybe on Thursday I might bring it and show it to us and, pray along for me that everything goes well. Thank you guys so much. I really, really, really appreciate all of you. Have a lovely night rest and take care of yourself. Mr. Apostle, go for breaks. Okay, well, you go to work now. Go for breaks. Everyone working from home, go for breaks. Whole Health, tell those children it's mommy's working time now. Let them go and play. Yes, I'm launching my... Yeah, it's going to be on TikTok Live on Sunday. But you have to follow Mrs. Williams. If you know Mr. and Mrs. Williams on Tabitha Pro site, she'll be covering the event live on my behalf, my wonderful twinny sister. Shout out to you, Mrs. Williams. So the event should kick off 2:30. Hopefully, it should kick off 2:30. So look out. I will send the links out anyway. So please, even if you can't come in person, you can watch from home. You can watch from home and, just support your sister and encourage your sister. I will share the link. Yeah, I will share the link. I'm going to do like my short videos or something or share the link on the day you will receive the link, hopefully, if I'm not too busy to even remember to do that. Yeah, but we will share the link for those who are far away, because I have few friends who will be joining from abroad as well to where I am. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate, even on the video, I see all your prayers and comments. I really appreciate you all. God bless you for me. God bless you for me. Enjoy your night rest. Enjoy the rest of the week. And I'll see you here on Thursday by the grace of God. Have a wonderful night. God bless you.
And you too.
Amen. Thank you. Honey Bliss, thank you. Thank you, Whole Health. Thank you, Shannon. Shannon, piku. Oh my goodness. Yeah, good night. God bless you all.